Okay. Let's see if I can. Work on some more of these professions. Okay, so what is Explorer supposed to do? Basically, explorers this quote unquote an what did I put? Let's see. Players. Yeah, encounters exploration and downtime. So the explorer, do I go over exploration? Oh yeah. Use playing scenery with new puzzles and information about the world at large. So as an explorer, your backstory will be doing that phase. So my biggest concern is going to write down stuff and it's going to get lost. I'm going to have something that does not actually happen. That's going to be the biggest challenge, is creating something, a rule, and then not adding the rule later. Add your expertise. So like with I always don't want to just give straight bonuses, but bonuses are something that I can't avoid and shouldn't avoid. So extra pilot, your expertise in the pilot skill. So I'm gonna do. Yeah, because these include everything. Let's see. Not add your expertise. I'm kind of thinking of making like a bardic knowledge or um the Inquisitors and Pathfinder ones like monster lore. Yeah, add your expertise to all knowledge checks about ruin or abandoned locations you're in. Um, I think I'm going to change it to add your expertise to all checks. To all checks. Ruin or abandoned location And expertise to all checks. Yeah, expertise to all checks. I'm involved. To all checks. To all skill checks. Checks when in a ruin or in location. I like that better. That basically means like um it's kind of nice because it gives you a skill boost. And it can be to a whole wide list of things. Up here. Engineering, for instance, like a bin space station. Biology, if you're trying to do something. So basically, when you're in a ruin, you're going to do checks involving that ruin, and the explorer gives you a better bonus to it. There was a 5th edition ability where Dungeon Delver, where you take half damage from traps. And I kind of like that, or maybe like Light Step from Fallout, where like you don't trigger a trap. And it's kind of another side discussion is like with this Explorer, I have a bad feeling. How much pressure am I putting on the GM to remember stuff? I mean, honestly, they can just kind of write it down, like I've done and other GMs have done. But I kind of want to keep them to have knowledge about all the character stuff with the characters' roles as much as possible. So not triggering a trap would be kind of hard to track as a DM because you could forget, but yep, to review. I wonder if you can. I mean, these are always going to be the pain in the butt trying to figure stuff out as I go. So I have something for danger, expertise to all skills. Yeah. Okay. Well, new game. Explorers are going to be tough. So skill checks when in a ruin or abandoned location. What else do I want to do? I want something for space. I like to do that, like the universe rhymes, so they're going to have something that is like a lava world and another lava world or whatever they know. Actually, I'm going to do that. Wait, we have exploration. Yeah, this has to go with like gravity, where I think there's zero gravity, but I kind of like low gravity to normal gravity and high gravity. And there are going to have some benefits and drawbacks. Um, I think what benefit of high gravity would be besides increased strength? Let me Google that while I'm thinking about it. See if I can get some ideas. So it looks like it may not actually be in kind of realistic. So actually, make a note so I can get to it. Um, okay, so I'm gonna write these in my notes so I don't forget. High movement comes to plus strength. No. Yeah, I'm gonna do So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some kind of benefits I can loosely argue, but because I don't want them to be a world with just a penalty. So you ignore the of high and low gravity environments. Which is kind of nice because, I mean, different, you change your pace, you get the low gravity, you have some drawbacks. And then high gravity, you ignore them too, so like most common things like high gravity, it's going to be harder to move, but you ignore that. Which makes you very good. It also depends on how well the DM uses that. You practically pass checks. When I do have survival, right? Yeah. It sounds stupid. You automatically pass survival checks to when surviving. Find food. Oh, shelter. Planet. I'm trying not to make them equal in power, but like, yeah, I don't know. Just sometimes they may not. Here's scavenger. From gravity minutes. Is reduced by your by your to your body modifier. No, I'm on 7, but I'm struggling to come up with 5, so I think my 7 will be a goal for a little bit in the future. didn't realize it was me that. Anyway, I think this is strong because I've really wanted for the longest time. We're making fifth edition characters, Pathfinder characters. Like, I need this skill, but I can't get it. Or like proficiency in something to make this build, and you have to like do some roundabout way. But this will just kind of help you get that. What else can they do? Nothing moment is also kind of just like a generalist, like. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. This is one of the things where like, it's going to take some time where you need to sit down. Probably just not streaming, although and figure out what to do. Yeah, and here's the kind of whole marathon, not a sprint, where I need to figure out what I'm doing. And what to do. Makes the key like you don't. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot. Yeah, you have like 24 pages. Um, okay. And face combat. Roll crit damage twice and take higher amount. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain. Yeah, I think this is also a good one idea. Dress. Gain 2 or in lore. I think Yeah, this seems kind of worse because I don't know. That gives you an option between get one. So I'm thinking I'm going to do, and instead of voice, you can get one skill rank, one language, and one proficiency in proficient in a weapon or armor. Yeah. And then you get 2 more skills, and then lore can play a part, but it may not. But I want you to be able to choose them so you can. In lore, I want to be kind of like a catch-all. So if you are a chef and have lore cooking, you can use that instead of craft when you're cooking something. I don't know if lore is the best, but it could be. I mean, lore is a term, but it could be replaced either way. I sure know it's such a good choice. Yeah, and veteran is like the soldier. So you may be a soldier who's a veteran. Some of your abilities are going to be called veteran of whatever. A veteran doesn't always have to mean combat, like the tip of the spear. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how the repair skill will work. It should come across like really could be weird being able to repair your ship to full health, but I mean, like with a crafting bay possible. You do get bonus. I had an idea, but I think that's a better veteran ability, soldier ability than veteran ability. Okay, so I'm trying to do these like kind of cool abilities away from these guys. So I was going to think about reducing the multi-attack penalty, but everyone's gonna have to go veteran if they want that, and I don't like that. I want veterans, like, professional abilities to be cool, but not something you feel like you're forced you have to take. Like, rapid repairs would be good, we get bonus, but you don't need that because engineers will also have that. Reloading cost on action. That's the thing about depth aside. Is I'm kind of thinking I want everything to be like one action. Because I mean, you get, let's say you're using a sword, sure, everything is action. Using pieces of equipment, um, delay in action won't really be a thing because if you want to go after someone, you just don't go. Delay in action only works if you are in an initiative system where your actions are random, where your turn order is randomized. Um, and it may make some abilities like two, but I'm gonna try to avoid that because like this is kind of based off Pathfinder 2. I guess Pathfinder 2 in the future. This druid I'm playing, who have a bunch of things, some of them one action, some of them two, some of them three. Um, I don't have a problem with picking and choosing. I've seen new players who have the problem picking and choosing and figuring out what the slots to maximize. I think one. So I think I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't make reloading one action. I'm gonna do small arms, not as I determine the weapon categories. Marine. You get 2 attacks during actions. I think that's pretty good. Like 2 attacks is significant. And again, it also depends on how Space Combat goes. Currently, I'm doing like Each station of a ship gets an action. Pilot goes. Starfinder has like a scientist, which I don't know if everyone I played with thought that was kind of like the worst one. But during boarding, I think it gets broken up. So at the end of each round, you have a boarding action, which is a sub initiative which takes place. Everyone who is not involved in the regular initiative takes place in the boarding. And I don't want to do like a full combat. But so yeah, I'm gonna make it 4 actions. So you get an extra action. I'm trying to be like really conservative in how you get extra actions. This is only specifically during boarding. Do you get to fight? Or I guess fetching is super hard. I think, oh jeez, I can't stop yawning. Probably not do this and use my own power. Um, fun. That was weird. Fun enough. Starfighter actually, Outlaws actually was pretty cool in my mind. It's kind of like the Spy Master and stuff in other games. Any item. Oh. Rules. You get access to purchase any item regardless of that. To not acquired. Uh, that can change. Cost. This will be so. There's a few ways to get these kind of racial equipment. One is being the race and taking the ability. Two is doing something for that race and getting that way, or you can just have access to the black market. Yeah, so start access to the black, allowing you purchase it. No, you couldn't. Right, is the GM. This is one of the things with like ability, but you don't know what's going to cost. Some fishes may be more expensive, some may less. Yeah. You to bribe a person to bribe yeah. So you're able to pay off quick fish. Those prices determined by the GM. Yeah, so basically you can negotiation is kind of like the catch-all. It's one of the things where like I'm trying to keep things simple but varied, and that's always going to be a challenge because most of the time you have variety, it's more complicated. But negotiations kind of catch-all. You use it to bribe, but when you want to bribe, you are skilled at paying off officials. You know, so yeah. Well, I'm kind of getting there. I think I'm gonna call it quits for today and pick up on Sunday.